Good evening everyone. Good evening mga katropa. Ayan, evening na ba? Sa clock ko, 6 o'clock na. So magandang gabi na. Ayan, salamat ulit for joining us tonight. Alam niyo po ba na episode 30 na ng Usapang Training at iba pa? Oh, yan. So, try natin to ha. Hindi po kami kompleto tonight unfortunately. Pero andito kami with Pearl and June. So welcome to another episode of Usapang
Usapang
Training
training at
at
iba
iba
pa.
pa. Ayan, very good. yung ating mga haligi na lang kailangan sumabay. Ayan. Thank you, thank you. And I see we have people who are still joining tonight. Thank you for those who are here every Sunday. Thank you rin sa mga first-timers. Ayan, Edison Brian, welcome. Ayan. Alright, so ako po si Anime or AM Villaluz. Ayan, ako po ay isang learning manager sa Vistaprint Manila and currently serving as BOT Secretary ng PSTD. Ayan.
Hi! Good afternoon, good evening. So we're in between afternoon and evening. Welcome to Usapang Training at iba pa. And I see familiar faces and familiar names. Of course, we have people here that are suki sa Usapang Training. So I am Pearl Martinez. I am the Global L&D Manager for SGS & Co. and part of the membership committee of the PSTD. So, June, kaya mo bang mag-chime in kahit na wala kang video? Parang nakikinig lang yata si June.
Parang wala siya, baka na-drop siya. Okay,
Oo.
sige. So June will be joining us mostly via audio tonight. Pero bago ang lahat, ayan, welcome Jessery. Ayan, bago ang lahat, mga balita muna, Pearl.
Yes, wait a minute. So, let me share my balitang PSTD. There we go. Yan. So, balitang PSTD muna, what is new in the world of the Philippine Society for Talent Development? So, we have our usual learning programs that you can like watch out for and of course register. We have designing e-learning program on October 13. Well, tapos na yung first ano niya hanggang 16, 19, 25, and 27. This is our facilitator is Marby Tabongar, and this actually leads to the certification program ng ating PSTD. Of course, we have our own AM, di ba, ng Training Measurement and Evaluation Certification Program. Again, part of our Master Trainer Certification. So, pwede namang paunti-unti ninyong kunin, di ba? Or kunin nyo yung lahat. Well, we advise you to get the entire certification, but you can also do it piecemeal, di ba? So, the other one is Training Measurement and Evaluation on November 14, 15, and 20. We also have Managing the Learning and Development Function Certification Program. Again, part of our Master Trainer Certification. This is going to be held on November 29 to 30. Wow, December na. Merry Christmas na. Although, di ba, tatapusin muna natin ang Halloween at yung undas. Pero after nun, nasa Christmas season na tayo. So, part of the certification program again by Maria Vivian Arnobin. And we'd like to introduce you to our President series. We're bringing this back and we're starting it off with our 4 disciplines of execution. So if you've read the book by Covey, di ba, yung 4 disciplines of execution, syempre, ito ay pinafacilitate ni Lirio Mapa, our very own Lirio Mapa, esteemed trainer yan ng 4 disciplines of execution. So sign up now. It's going to be held on November 8th via Zoom, and also part of our President series, our very own Sarah Alcaraz, who just celebrated her birthday. Happy birthday, Sarah. And of course, si AM din, nag-birthday yan. So, ang ating mga birthday celebrants. So, we're talking about unleashing creativity and innovation on November 22. Of course, ito ang hindi nyo dapat ma-miss kung nakikinig kayo ngayon because you want to set up your own mentoring program or gusto ninyong magpa-mentor and you want to meet mentors in talent development. Save the date for the second mentoring summit on November 23. This is a must attend for those who really want to know about mentoring. Ito yung second mentoring summit. Also, still open yung ating PSTD Merchant Partner Program. If you have a company, an establishment, a brand name, gusto ninyong ma-promote yan sa mga talent development professionals, then be a PSTD Merchant Partner. Of course, if you want to learn more, please contact the PSTD Secretariat or Sir Edwin Ebreo. Ayan, tamang-tama,
Ayan
pumasok.
o.
Parang naka-queue yata yun.
Sabi,
Ganon.
gulatin daw sila.
Sabi na, pag sinabi yung merchant partner, biglang magpapakita si Edwin. Yan. May timing yung mga ganyan. And of course, we really love our volunteers. We would like to seek your help to volunteer for the different programs of PSTD, di ba? So if you are a member, we are seeking your help to volunteer to help out the different programs of PSTD. So what are the other programs na pwede kayong mag-join, mag-volunteer kayo? The membership program, research and publication, the junior PSTD, yan kay Kevin yan. And then mentoring programs, certification, and of course, our tipanan. Yan. And yung road to 1K, hindi pa rin yan nawawala. So, if you want to be a member or ask people to be a member of the PSTD, we are still accepting and always accepting registration to be a member. Yan. So, thank you very much.
Alright. Salamat, Pearl. Masyadong maraming balita pa rin.
Oo
And
nga.
ayan guys, kung di pa kayo nag-member, I would really encourage na mag-sign up na kayo to be a member of PSTD. And also to volunteer for the committees. I think we don't highlight enough. This is an org that's really mostly run by volunteers. So kailangan po namin. Ayun. Thank you so much. Okay, so remember when we had that episode on mentoring, nagkaroon na po tayo ng episode of mentoring and syempre si Mentor M na nandito ngayon. Hello, Mentor M.
Hello,
Ayan.
Mentor M.
Sobrang
Hello.
bitin. Sobrang bitin ng usapan, di ba? Para hindi pa nga tayo nagtatapos, humihingi na ng follow-up. Yan. So, eto na po. Right. So, today we have a special guest, although we also have people in the audience like Mentor M who will also be, can chime in as well because this topic is really falls within, kumbaga, ano nila to,
Specialty.
yon, specialization.
Andito rin si Sir Jerry Plana,
Yes.
who's really a mentor for talent development professionals.
Correct. I don't want to take away from our very special guest. Ayan, just an amazing, accomplished, and inspiring lady, Associate Director HR ng St. Luke's, but also award-winning talent development leader, current president of PSTD, and of course, mentoring advocate. We fondly call her Press, yan, Miss Irene Marie Salinas Isleta. Hello.
Hi, thanks AM and Pearl and Ed and everyone. Yeah, press I ang tawag. And I'm happy to be here alongside Mentor and Sir Jerry. Nandamay na talaga. And EB, who Mentor and EB
Ipin na ba natin?
are members of the original members of the mentoring committee.
Ayan, pa si Miss Evie,
yeah.
hello. Ayan, ipin na ba natin sila press dito or
Sabi ko nga, bigyan nila na, no, because I actually requested their presence as well because they started mentoring in PSTD. So they know the history behind the mentoring program of PSTD. Of course, nag-evolve na, no? We have actually been doing a lot already, no? In terms of training programs and even certifications. Siguro, maybe mamaya pwede kong i-discuss yan.
so
Siguro
aside
before our first question, ay, nawala si Ed. Sasabihin ko pa naman sana. Ed, would you want to say hi to the listeners
Ayan,
and
siya ulit.
viewers of Usapang Training at iba pa? Naka-mute yan.
Nakamute ka.
Hello, magandang gabi mula sa probinsya ng Masbate.
Masbate.
Tayo.
Oo, medyo malayo. Just medyo pause na kasi katatapos lang ng team building so maraming sigaw ang nangyari.
Kala
So,
ko nag-socials at nagkaraoke.
Oo, so sabi ko may pa-dinner pa yung mga host and sabi ko gusto ko humahabol doon sa aming usapan training if I can. So, swerte nakaabot.
Ayan.
Si Ed, isa yan sa mga mentors din natin. No? Yeah.
Sige, let's get started. So something personal muna, Press. Like, what got you into the mentoring space? Bakit po kayo naging advocate ng mentoring?
My, hindi ko masabing talagang specialty, but yung subject matter ko in HR talaga is on OD and leadership development. More on leadership development. Kaya napunta rin ako sa PSTD Talent Development talaga. And I got really excited when during my first year as BOT, meron si PSTD na mentoring committee. No, na hindi mo masyado, and I think konti lang naman sa associations in the Philippines na meron. So yung isang organization, I was part of the lead com also. So, and I got excited because I know that mentoring is something not yet really that and part of the business processes of many local businesses in the Philippines, diba? May mga nag-uumpisa pero nag-fail. And I know that marami kasing success stories, lalo na not in the Philippines but in the US, even in the academy, no? And part siya talaga ng succession program. And so I want to be part of those who will really make a difference by making sure that the mentoring program is established in part of the business processes in all of our local businesses. But we're still not there yet, you know. Kaya nga merong mentoring committee to take care of that, and we have the mentoring gurus with us, no, to guide us in the process. Tama, no, Mentor Ed? Joke. Mentoring guru. Bibruan lang namin ni Ed yan. Pero yeah.
Okay, thank you, Press. So, alam ko, Pearl, may follow-up ka dito eh.
Oo. Actually, interested ako sa mentoring. Ang tanong ko, can an individual just like tap somebody on the shoulder, siguro sa kanilang kumpanya and say, pwede mo ba akong i-mentor? Or does there have to be like a structured program for mentoring? Parang dapat ba tayong mga talent development professionals, we should set up a mentoring program before mentoring actually happens?
Pwede naman yun, Pearl. But what I know and based on the testimonies of others, a successful mentoring program talaga is one which is structured. You make clear objectives, there's clear guidelines, matching mechanism, and evaluation. But I know of organizations with, should we say, informal mentoring, wherein when it's needed. And that is the only time that it will happen. Kasi mahirap pilitin, no, na mag-mentor. Yung hindi naman siguro sa ayaw mag-mentor, pero baka walang time mag-mentor. Or isa, lalagay mo yung mentor, halimbawa, isang successor mo, lalagay mo, magpa-mentor ka, pero baka ayaw din niyang, hindi pa siya ready, no, na magpa-mentor. So, yun. It will only be successful when it is structured and when it is supported by the top bosses. Yan.
So kailangan structured siya, but at the same time, the person has to be ready and willing. Kasi when we talk about coaching, di ba, alam mo na yon, as a leader, responsibility ko siya. Pero you're saying that even if we implement something in the organization, the person you assign as mentor still has to be ready and willing to be mentors.
And they have to be, yes, and they have to be trained, di ba?
Yes.
Kaya nga meron tayong program which si Mentor MNEB actually developed, right? AM. Ang ganda-ganda ng program na yun, leading to the certification in being a mentor. So it's very important so that these mentors would also be able to guide the mentees accordingly also.
Okay. Thank you, Pres. So you said kasi earlier, no, parang you were involved in it from the start, right? Even with different organizations, not just PSTD. And then siguro a few times today, I heard you already mention na something gets started, it's not picking up. Any usual challenges kaya hindi parang hindi dire-diretso yung flight pagka nag-implement tayo ng ganitong program?
I will not mention organizations.
Of course, yes. So,
hindi naman ganun karami, no? Because I do consulting once in a while. But if I think it's not only mentoring, no, but in any project, if leadership doesn't have the buy-in, no, then it is really going to be challenging. Nonetheless, I would always challenge those who would like to initiate putting up a mentoring program, that it shouldn't stop there. We can start small, katulad mo, no, offering a mentoring program as just an option, pero dapat meron ka ng something in place so that kung sino yung merong gusto, then meron ka nang ipoprovide. Meron ka ng system, meron ka ng mechanism also. Another challenge would be attrition, no? Pagka maraming nagre-resign talaga in an organization such as healthcare, di ba? And I think BPOs also. Mataas ang attrition talaga. So but then again, one of the values of having a mentoring program is really to retain talents. But yeah, those are two challenges that I can think of at the moment. Kasi yun yung nangyayari dun sa organizations that I'm referring. Yeah.
Based sa experience mo, Pres, parang how do we convince our senior leadership that mentoring really is something that we have to put in place? Kasi kung sabihin nila, meron namang coaching, di ba? Meron namang training. Bakit kailangan pa ng mentoring?
You have to provide the business case, parang one that is success story already, no? For you to be able to convince them. And always, no, we have, hindi lang mentoring tayo sa training, di ba? Kailangan may pakita natin yung ROI of that, di ba? Ano yung magiging impact nito. And I would always say retention is, di ba? Kasi mahal pag hindi mo na-retain. Not retaining an employee for at least 1 year would equal to like a cost of 10,000 per employee if you rehire. Hindi lang yon, di ba? So you always have to relate it to the strategic imperatives of the organization. Because if it's not there, then di ba? No? Medyo mahirap. As I've said earlier, it has to be a successful mentoring program is one that is embedded in the business process. But that is one. You have to provide also a compelling reason why mentoring is important. Challenging.
Challenging. Pero I imagine, no, what if, because I can imagine people listening and they're thinking, nako, bago pa mag-umpisa, ROI na kagad yung usapan, no? And it might even stop them from starting in the
Wag
first
na,
place.
oo.
Eto. Pero, what
Pero
are your
AM, no?
thoughts?
Reiterate ko lang. Oh.
Mhm.
Pwede naman ka mag-start. If you are, kunyari ang level mo ay manager, middle manager, di ba? And you are in charge of training or talent development. Meron ka ng malaking edge because you can set up a system already and make it like an option. Di ba? Sa isang development, sa individual development plan, meron kang i-offer sa kanila, and mentoring or coaching could be one, diba? But not necessarily yet on a larger scale or yung organization wide scale. Kasi yun na nga. May mga expenses din kasi na that would entail that. There are mentoring mechanisms na may AI na nga. Alam mo yun, na AI ang matching, di ba? So, hindi mo na tayo doon, di ba? If you need to do things manually because you want to experiment and test on it,
Right.
that's okay. Diba?
Yeah.
Start small.
Exactly. Yeah. Express. Ayan. Ito na
Tanong
si
ko lang,
Ed. Sige,
sige,
Pearl,
Ed,
go ahead.
ikaw. Ed, you want to ask a question?
Ako na.
Sige, ikaw na muna.
Kate na yan.
Sorry po. Kasi late ako, hindi ko alam ang agenda. It's Irene, you're the sponsor for the PSTD Mentoring Committee, and a lot of people are, I suppose, looking to PSTD for guidance. We've been talking about mentoring for a while. So I'm not talking about plans, Irene, but of course there are plans that'll be great. Ano yung aspiration mo for the committee and the future role of PSTD in promoting a mentoring culture in the Philippines? Yan, binasa ko na yung comment.
Sa mentoring committee, aspiration siguro doon muna ako sa pang Miss Universe ang tanong na naman ni Ed. Okay. The future role of PSTD in promoting mentoring. I'd like to answer that with the vision I had when I accepted. Seconder lang ako before, nung first pasok ko sa mentoring committee. May isang BOT na siya yung first primary, tas ako yung pangalo. But my vision then was for PSTD to be the go-to organization when it comes to mentoring, because we have the experts, we have the skill, diba? No? And we have the resources and the people. So yun yung parang magandang role ni PSTD. Na pagka naisip ngayon ng mga organization, kaya ito mga plano natin, Ed, AM and Pearl, leading to that. Pagka sinabi ngayon, kailangan natin ng mentoring, lapit tayo kay PSTD.
Yeah.
Meron silang mentoring committee, magaling yung members ng mentoring committee. Tama ba ako, EV and mentor? At saka meron pa, marami tayo ngayong members na ipapakilala soon. Diba? They'll be in charge of all the programs of PSTD.
Ayun. Kasi I like what you said, Irene. You want PSTD to be the go-to organization for guidance on setting up a mentoring culture in their organization. I'm with you on that. So what can we expect, for example, within the remainders of the year? We will have the PSTD sorry, we will have the mentoring summit, di ba?
Oo,
And
November 23. We are now activating the Mentees program, no? And aside from that, we will be relaunching the training on mentorship, which I said earlier, Ed, that were actually developed by Mentor M and ED. So, and it's leading to a certification, level 1 certification. I know that there are organizations offering a certification in mentorship, but if you will attend the training program that we have at PSTD, it's not only the establishment of the mentoring program that you will learn about, it's also about mentoring conversations, right? There will be a guide and tools that we will be able to provide you. And I am confident that after attending that program and you earn the certification level 1, you'll be more confident. Kasi I think ang challenge ng mga tao na gustong mag-put up ng mentoring program, I can cite myself. I wasn't really that, I wasn't trained before into mentoring. Diba? Ang alam ko lang sa mentoring, usap-usap. Mas matanda kasi sa akin yung alam mo yun, mas matanda. Pero ngayon, hindi lang kung mas matanda ka, mas experienced ka. There's what you call reverse mentoring. Di ba, no? Yung lalo ngayon, in the era of digital transformation and AI, my staff is mentoring me, when it comes to the use of technology. And there's also peer mentoring. Baka hindi natin alam na yung body system that we are talking about is actually peer mentoring as well, no? Or group mentoring then. Yun. So, and I only learned that, when I studied, I enrolled myself in courses online. I had to talk to Mentor M, Sir Jerry, even si Adrian, who had a project on yung sinasabi ni June Roy na PSTD Mentoring Site. By the way, anybody can have that. So,
downloadable yon sa ating digital library.
Yeah, sa digital library natin. For those who are new here, you can, as a member, you can download that. So yun, so training is really very important. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that when we relaunch the mentoring training, it's about setting up a mentoring program. Tama ba? Sabi mo kasi it's not just going to be about that, it's also going to be about how to effectively mentor, use the different
that's part of
modality.
That's part of the training program.
Yung how to set up a mentoring program.
But the mentee program is actually, eto na yung may mentee-mentor relationship. So iba rin siya. That's another project wherein we want to at least pair. Ang target lang natin, maliit pa lang. Sabi ko nga, we don't have to go big, no? Because you want to test. No? Is to have 5 to 10 pairs and have them enter into a mentoring contract for a period of 9 to 12 months. Yeah. So we're reviving. May sinasabi lang si Mentor M, yung mga certification that are available out there, like with International Mentoring Association, assumes that you will make a career of it. No? So very, very stringent requirements.
Actually, yun nga, I'd like to share my thoughts on this, and maybe something that you and Maribel and the rest of the mentoring committee can consider. Yung kasing yung talent development community, right? Kasi yung sinasabi ni Maribel, first level of certification is for becoming a good mentor. Yung mga certification that are available out there is also about, being a mentor. And one of the resources that are not sufficiently available is how to build a mentoring program. for talent development practitioners to know like what's step one. Di ba, ikaw din mismo, sinabi mo, Irene, when you started the mentoring program in your organization, you also don't know, you didn't have any training on how to start. Maybe that's something na, no, that we can make available AMs here as head of programs. Baka something that we can consider, aside from, being a good mentor, baka pwedeng maturuan natin yung mga talent development practitioners, no, in our community to know how to start, how to make, all the ends meet when it comes to setting up a mentoring program.
We had a training about 2 years ago, which I facilitated, Ed. No? This is in relation with the guidebook that we have, and it's that. No? Hindi lang siguro natin na offer ulit, no? But I agree that it is something, and it's about establishing a mentoring program. What's step 1, step 2,
Yeah.
step 3, yan. Siguro revival na lang to complete our mentoring program, because we have one for mentees already. The certification for mentors.
Yep.
So, Press, may darating tayong mentoring summit, di ba? So, what is in store for those who want to join the summit? What's going to be the topics in that mentoring summit? Ano yung objective natin at the end of the summit? What do we want to achieve with this summit?
The first mentoring summit, the objective then was parang ito, so patterned after our TB framework, yung pagmulat, yung awareness about mentoring and what we can do for the development of talents, leadership development or new joiner development and all. So the second summit will now focus on, we will have people sharing best practices, local businesses, no? And there will not only will we focus on the establishment, but also, as I've said earlier, on the mentoring conversation. Si Sir Jerry, meron siya, kasi kami ni Sir Jerry been discussing that, no? About yung quality of the mentoring conversations. Kasi wala pa talaga. Right? No? So, and yes, parang ganito yan. Sa mentoring, paano ka ba mag-mentor? Ikaw ba ay isang Maribel Aglipay, no, na mentor? Or isa kang Jerry Plana na mentor? O isa kang Irene Isleta na mentor? We have to be able to study and probably research on these types of mentoring. And we will include that in the conversation during the summit. Yeah. Okay.
Right, so there's some conversation already, no, dito sa
Oo
chat.
nga. Sa chat. Oo.
Yes, and thank you, Ms. Evie, for clarifying the coverage of the mentoring course. We have something from Miggy. From my end, would like to ask how I can strengthen my dynamics with my mentor.
Is it the relationship ba, Miggy?
Miggy, do you want to unmute yourself, please, and
Yeah,
clarify
pwede naman.
which dynamic?
Yes, that's correct. Thank you so much for this topic, because I actually have my own career mentor, and we have.
We lost you, Miggy.
Wow, we
But I'd
lost
like
you.
to ask how I have a better fourth relationship with my mentor, because sorry, can you hear me now? Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Kasi I have my yes, perfect. So I have my career mentor, and of course, I'm very happy that she has become my mentor, kasi dati siyang life coach ko. Ngayon, career mentor na siya. So parang nag-evolve yung aming relationship. So I'd like to ask me
Wala ka, Miggy.
our dynamics with our mentor. Like, how can we form better relationships? Ayun. Ngayon, am I loud and clear? Hello?
Yes. So we got
Okay, perfect.
we got the last part which is about how can you improve the dynamics, right? To better have
Yes,
better
relationship.
relationship.
Correct.
Okay.
Relationship.
Um, maybe first is not really maybe you have to set guidelines. Set guidelines as to the outline the expectations of each other. Do you meet frequently? How often do you meet? The confidentiality also and the duration of the mentoring relationship. And in those I've handled, yung nagpapatulong sa akin sa mentoring, I always would tell them to you have to also establish boundaries, no? Kasi yun nga, sa mentoring, it's long term compared to coaching. So may mga ano rin may private lives, mentors natin. It's not all the time at any time that we can approach them. So that's important also. And you have to be able to set the tone, no, and be able to encourage open communication and foster, an open and welcoming environment. Feel comfortable discussing challenges, goals, and expectations. Pero dapat yan at the outset established na rin. So I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Miggy. Okay, so we've been talking about the benefits of mentoring, right? And very clear the benefits on the mentor, the mentee. Sabi niya, if you want to learn something about yourself, be a mentor. So even as you're sharing, even as you're devoting your time, you will also learn a lot about yourself once you start mentoring someone. Okay.
We learn from each other, right?
And obviously, we've seen yung mga comments about how a mentor, and mentioned that, what you call this, retention and engagement. Yan yung typical na tinatamaan talagang benefits of mentoring. But overall, in terms of talent development, when we talk about, kasi di ba mainit din yung, we talk about diversity, inclusion, sustainability, naitatahi rin ba yun? Naitatali rin ba? May benefit din ba ang mentoring sa mga factors na ito?
Are you talking about AM, yung diversity and inclusion, yung promotion?
Yes.
Oh yes, mayroon.
Ayan. Yes, go.
Go. Sino yun? Si
Yes,
Jun, no?
press banat.
Ikaw muna, press. Tapos
Hindi, ikaw na.
si Jun.
Hindi, sige, ikaw na, June. Kasi kanina ka pa namin gustong marinig. Okay.
Magpa-park pa ako. Kayo muna.
Sige. If we're talking about promoting diversity and inclusion, yung impact niya ang impact ng mentoring sa diversity and inclusion. One impact would be yung increased representation. Diba? Kasi yung mga members nito are those underrepresented individuals. So if by actively mentoring individuals from these underrepresented groups, the TD field can contribute to increased representation, right? Of diverse voices. Okay. Another would be yung breaking the stereotypes. Tama nila. Yung
mabili na kaya. Itutulog ko muna ng 5 minutes.
Naririnig ko na si June. June, pwede ka na magsalita. Okay. Yan. When mentees from underrepresented groups excel under the guidance of mentors, no? So that breaks the stereotype. And there's a sharing of experience also. No? Yeah. So I think those are the factors, no, that can promote mentoring in diversity and inclusion. Yeah.
Yan. Thank you, Press. Check lang natin si June kung nakapag-park na. Please, you can chime in.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Quick lang. One, it's when you do mentoring, you are helping people to grow and to develop. And that is the people side of sustainability already. So it's part of the same perspective that we have articulated before, that talent development is actually a sustainability thing. So that's one. The other is the world is in need of sustainability coaches, mentors, and advocates. So kung gusto kong maging advocate, gusto kong maging practitioner and champion on sustainability, sino yung pwedeng tumulong sa akin? In an organization, makikita nyo, kunti lang eh. There are how many sustainability teams, and normally they cover only the technical side. So even in an organization na 1,000 yung tao, 5 lang usually or 6 or 7, sabihin na nating 10 yung may kakayahan sa sustainability. So there's really a strong need to develop sustainability mentors so that they can mentor people to become advocates of sustainability. Yeah, yun yung dalawang perspective. Everything that we do in talent development, including mentoring, is a sustainability thing. But at the same time, we also need to develop and focus mentoring on producing more sustainability coaches, mentors, and advocates. Yon. All right. That's my view.
Thank you, June. So it's not just parang like a passing benefit, but there should also be intent, right? There's intentional focus on creating these sustainability mentors. Thank you. We have actually a comment from Miss Evie, and I wonder, Miss Evie, if you'd like to elaborate. So you're talking about the need to also have a mentees training. So all throughout today, we've been talking about the mentors, and you're saying that mentees also have to be trained, that there's a level of readiness and maturity that's important on both sides for mentoring to succeed, and that it's not just the mentor's responsibility. Can you elaborate more on that, please, Miss Evie? Ano po bang, paano po ba ite-train ang mentee na maging ready for mentoring? Okay. Pa ba si Miss Evie? Baka nag-drop siya.
Parang,
Oh, sorry daw. She has back and
oo.
notes. O, sige. Go, Evie. Very supportive
Mentor
mentor.
Ed.
Pero, okay, I'll try my best.
Ayan pala.
Thank you.
Can you hear me? But I don't want to show myself.
Yes, that's okay.
Well, that means a lot of things. Anything naman for it to be successful, especially in a conversation, it has to be two-way. But a mentoring conversation is just part of the whole process. But we're also saying that for the entire mentoring relationship to be successful, both have to know what each role they have to play in the relationship. So if it's just the mentor who knows what to do and how to go about it, and just leave the mentee just listening and do whatever is task to be done, I don't think things will work. The mentee has to be oriented as well on how the mentoring process will go, so that they will not be in a blindsided. So it's important for them to understand what the objectives are, what the mentor has to do, and it has to be agreed on as well. They have the same objectives or goals to achieve. In a mentoring conversation, what are the responsibilities that the mentee has to do prior, during, and after the conversation, so that at the end of a particular goal or activity, both will be satisfied in terms of being able to achieve what is expected of each other. So the mentee has to be in the know as well, instead of the mentor just leading the relationship.
Yes. I see your hand, Mentor Emma.
Mentor
Sige
Em.
na po. Thank you, Miss
Yeah.
Evie. So what I'm really picking up out of including press, some comments you've made. It's just the mentee is not a passive role. It's not you're just there and you're taking in everything
Mentee-driven
that
kasi
the
dapat ang
right,
mentoring.
right.
Oh,
So you also have an accountability in the relationship.
right.
Thank you. Mentor M, please, you want to add?
Yeah, tama yung sinabi ni Abby, kailangan i-prepare mo din yung mentee to engage in a mentee-driven mentoring relationship. Because modern mentoring is mentee-driven. It's not the mentor who will decide what the objective should be. It really should be the mentee. In my practice, what I do, and I highly recommend this now because I've seen how it works. Before we get our mentees engaged with their mentor, we have them go through a career planning workshop. What does that do? It helps them articulate what their career aspiration is. Because if they have a career aspiration, then they will know exactly what to ask for from their mentor. Because if I were a mentor and my mentee doesn't know what he wants in his life, it's going to be very difficult. If I facilitate ko pa yung kanyang thinking process, ano ba yung mga ano mo, interest mo and all that. But not all mentors are equipped to do career coaching. No? So I recommend that mentees go through a career planning process so that at the end of the training program, they have a career plan. Okay? And then another part of the training is yung sinabi nga ni Evie na you clarify what their roles are, what they need to do, because nga it is a mentee-driven, goal-directed mentoring relationship. Dapat alam nila exactly what to do. Sabi rin ni Evie, there are things they need to do before, during, and after the mentoring conversation. So that's the second part, no? How to be a good mentee. So 2 parts to the training is one is career planning, and then the other is how to be a good mentee, how to be mentorable. Yung ganon. And it helps because the discussions are facilitated because when the mentee and the mentor get together, the mentee more or less has some idea of where they want to go. So for example, if they have a career object or a career goal of about 3 years, during the 1-year mentoring engagement, they can scope out a piece of the 3-year goal that they can cover during the mentoring engagement. So every conversation should contribute to the achievement of the overall long-term career objective. Yeah.
I have a question. No? I'll pick up on what Miggy has written in the chat. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is truly ready, the teacher disappears. Yung tanong ko about a mentoring relationship or a mentoring program, parang how do you transition? Parang ito ba forever kayong mentor-mentee? May dulo ba to? And then how do you transition from like a mentoring relationship? Ano yung transition nun para magtapos yung relationship na yon? Or is it something that goes on forever?
For whom is that
Mentoring-
question?
Oh,
Ayan,
anybody
go ahead,
sa ating mga
Sige,
mentors.
go ahead.
Please add na lang, mentor. Mentoring is more long-term and meron akong mentee na hanggang ngayon, mentee ko pa. Alam mo yun? Oo. Kasi it could really go to being, the relationship to being a friend, because mentoring is about, it's about the mentee and improving or developing oneself based on the experience of the mentor din. So, hindi siya katulad nung performance evaluation na in 1 year, di ba? Ganon. Yeah.
Pero kasi yun
Mentor.
yung ay sorry. Yun yung takot ko eh. If I put up a mentoring program and then of course kunyari one of the things that I'm looking at right now, well, it's a program that is in development, is yung mga gusto naming gawing like country head or gusto naming maging vice president. So ito yung mga current na senior leadership but you want them to go into the executive leadership role. Baka naman kung ang mentors nila ay executives, matakot sila na forever ko pala itong i-mentor. Kaya parang to set their
That's why may
expectations.
matching, Pearl. No? Matching the mentor and the mentee is really very important. It's very challenging to force the mentee to the mentor. Mentor M, yes.
Okay. The reason you want a structured mentoring program is because there is a beginning and there is an end. Okay, you can decide if you want your mentoring to be 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months. The sweet spot is 9 months, based on studies. The mentoring begins with the first conversation. That's when you establish rapport. That's when you set your goals, etc. But you also have to have clear endings. No? So, for example, after 9 months or after 12 months, the formal relationship will end, and the mentor has no more parang responsibilities for you. But the pair can decide to continue on an informal basis if they feel that this is worth pursuing or not. So yun. Kaya maganda yung structured kasi pag hindi yan structured, ay forever and ever na silang partners in mentoring. And sometimes it's not also good because you want your mentees to see things from a different perspective.
Yeah.
No? Get somebody else because they have a different perspective.
Yeah.
Yun, ganun.
Thank you, Mentor M.
Okay. So, there's a good engagement here sa chat, no? Ayan na nga, Kevin. Thank you. Paano daw mag-sign up as a mentee? So,
Ilalagay na kita, Kevin.
yeah. Nakalista ka na. But, for people, not just the people who are here, but those who may watch or listen in the future, for those who still want to explore mentorship or mentoring, and even being a mentee, sa different levels na yun, ano yung mga what can they sign up for in PSTD? Anong pwede nilang either to volunteer or to sign up, let's say to be a mentee? How can they do that?
Hindi pa namin nare-release yung pinakang guidelines. So, but we're going to do that once we have finalized the list of the mentees. May mga nag-sign up kasi, pero more on yung mentors, no? Yun. So, may dalawa pa lang na mentees and they are part of the second mentoring committee. AM, pwede mo basahin ko lang yung kay Miggy?
Yes, please.
Kasi naninood ako ng araw. Season 8 mga committee. The student will eventually surpass the master. And yung hashtag circle of life. When enough time has come or passed, the student will eventually become the master or the mentor. Yeah.
At syempre si June, the world needs sustainability mentors. Ayan. Kanya-kanya na pong plugging to. Kanya-kanya programa at saka agenda. I think one of the biggest things that I've picked up from here, and even as from previous discussions like with Mentor M, we understand the responsibility of the mentee. Pero yung tawag nito, yung comment ni Miss Evie talaga about specifically having training for mentees and how you all expanded on that. And maybe that's something what do you call this? Siguro yung pinaka parang aha moment ko today, which is having very specific and focused programs for the mentees as well. Because usually in an org, you want to set it up, you're so focused on the mentor piece, right? That you're not, there's really few times where we hear about people preparing the mentees themselves, except, just in the process of matching. So I think for me, that's my biggest takeaway for today. So any professional here or TD function professionals that want to set up a mentoring program, then it's also important to focus on them.
And AM, that's the goal of the mentees program. May 3 tracks tayo doon. We learn, we grow, we transform. Wherein, aside from the mentoring conversations and sessions, they will have to attend the activities under each track. Sa exciting siya.
Yeah, true. Ayan. Mentorability nga daw, a huge part of the mentoring success. Ayan. Any other takeaways for you, Pearl? Ayan.
Sa akin, I think main takeaway ko dito is the structure of the mentoring program. Kasi nga, that's really my interest in coming to this discussion yung pag-set up ng mentoring program. And I think that's really the challenge because as an organization, as PSTD, I think we need to develop that, I don't know, the process of creating that mentoring program. Kasi yun ang, tingin ko yun ang kulang sa Pilipinas ngayon. I mean, we have coaching certifications, ang dami niyang mga certifications sa lahat, di ba? We even have sa PSTD, the trainer certification. But the mentoring certification, which talks about not being a mentor, but as a talent development professional, yung certification to set up a real mentoring program. And I think that's one of the challenges that I think PSTD can help our TD colleagues in this discussion.
Pearl, the mentoring guidebook can actually give them the guidance on how to set up. So, meron kasi doon sa mentoring guidebook ng PSTD yung developing mentors, phases of mentoring, effective mentoring activities, and then the do's and don'ts in mentoring, and even commitment planning, wherein the goal, or the goal of the mentoring program is actually set. And of course, there's an evaluation of the mentoring relationship. So if you're a member, please download the mentoring guidebook and know more about it. I don't think it has really changed a lot already. Only that but you can test it in your organization. There is no one, I'm not sure if Mentor M would agree with me, there is no one perfect process in establishing a mentoring program. It's always about the goal. You have to answer first the why, your why of establishing the mentoring program in your respective organization. Clearly defined.
Salamat, Press. Ed, any thoughts? Alam ko nasa chat ka na, pero any thoughts before we end?
Well, I agree with Irene. There's a book that can guide you if you're in a hurry to set up a mentoring program. That would be the quickest way to do it, to read the book. But I also think that some of us in talent development are also looking for mentors to help us set up a mentoring program in our company. Sometimes for some of us, the book won't do it because we need feedback, we need someone to ask our questions. So I encourage PSTD to really maybe draw from the book a learning program for our talent development practitioners to maybe attend. It can be online or face-to-face. That's something I hope can happen, and if we can do it now, sooner rather than later, na makadevelop tayo ng program that will help the talent development practitioners practice developing a mentoring program in their company.
Ako, Ed, in addition to that would be for PSCD to come up with the different types of mentoring conversations. I got inspired by my conversation with Sir Jerry kasi about that. And baka kasi itong type ng mentoring conversation na to would be conversation that would make a particular mentee successful, diba? Or would work for a particular mentee. And we haven't done that before. We have not done yet. So maybe that is something we can also start. At pag-uusapan natin yan sa second mentoring summit.
Ayun. So plug na, Mentoring Summit, Irene. We're about
Yes,
to,
please.
we're about to,
For those who are here, we are inviting you on November 23. Join us in the second mentoring summit. Join the conversation. Of course, while we will be inviting subject matter experts to join us and those with successful mentoring programs established, we want to give more time for conversations, because the summit will be a venue for us to draw more information and more information for our future programs. So share the link, Norman. Share the link to November 23 na po yun. Next month na.
All right. Thank you, Press. Norman, while we're waiting for you to drop the link, and we encourage everyone to attend that summit. Thank you to everyone who is here tonight. And Press, thank you so much for sharing your time. Also, again, there are resources available to you, both those offered by PSTD and even other resources outside of PSTD. Pero pag nag-member po kayo, mas marami pang resources and access, especially
And
to
access.
people who have successfully set up these mentoring programs. Ayan. Norman, thank you so much. And Norman, are we ready for our class picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you,
Open na lang
Edison.
po.
Paki-insert na lang yung photo lab ko.
Oh, sige. High school yearbook ba yan?
Okay.
Ako alam kung ngingiti na ba ako, Norman.
Okay, hindi pa nakabukas. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks,
you,
everyone.
good
Thanks,
evening.
Mentor and
everyone.
Evie for joining me tonight. Bye.
Bye. Salamat din po, Mentor M.
And that's it.